If you like frequently changing coins, Canada has you covered. In 1999, the United States started their 5 quarters, one for each state program, and that lasted 10 years because it took that long to get through 50 different states. But Canada was able to do the entire thing all in 1 year, as there were 12 provinces and territories, at least at the time, and they were able to issue 1 quarter each month, and that was in 1993. And then in 1999 and 2000, they issued a different quarter every month to celebrate Canadian traditions. And we're going to look at the quarters here from 2000. And then about a decade later, when Canada was hosting the Winter Olympics, they did it again, although this one was spread out over a couple of years. But Canada likes issuing many commemorative quarters, and they oftentimes have multiple programs going on at the same time. So as we take a look at these quarters, the heads side of it of Queen Elizabeth is going to be exactly the same on each one. And by the way, I made a video of these Olympic quarters about a month ago, and I'll probably link it right there if I remember. So these are going to be, each month, they are celebrating a different virtue, and we're going to take a close-up look at each of these coins. And I don't think this particular holder was issued by the Mint, but I have seen a lot of them. I think a lot of dealers liked creating these particular holders for them. I will admit that it is nice and convenient, and they did put them in numerical order. And in this particular set, they slide out like this, so you can actually go in and change the quarter if you want to. I believe whoever put this together put them all in uncirculated condition, because they don't seem to be very scratched up. And for the video, I think we're going to take this out so we can see the picture a little bit better and just hope that none of the coins fall out. So the one for January this year is going to be the concept of pride. And let's get it right side up here. So on this one, we have a large maple leaf with 3 smaller maple leaves holding on to it. I need to get it in the light just right. Let me add a little bit more light as we move on to the next month, where we have Ingenuity. Now, since Canada has 2 different languages, you're going to see it English on the left of the year 2000, and then in French for the people in Quebec, it's going to be in the French version of the same word. So there we have Ingenuity. For March, we had Achievement. And then for April, we have Health. So we have a ribbon on the left, and on the right we have the, I don't know what that's called, but so it's a symbol associated with health. I guess it's a snake wrapped around a pole of some kind. I'm sure that someone in the comments is going to tell me where I'm wrong on that, explain what it really is. In May, we have Natural Legacy. So I like the, you have the little swirly clouds with rain coming down off of it. You've got, looks like an evergreen tree to the right of that. And then in the lake, there is a fish. For June, we have the concept of harmony. And at first look, that is just a regular maple leaf. But if you take a closer look, that is 3 different groups of 2 people giving each other a high five. So that's kind of an interesting design. For July, they have Celebration. Now, of course, they don't celebrate the 4th of July like we do, but the day that they do celebrate is, I think, really close to that. So So you can see the people watching the fireworks. For August, we have family, and that looks like, to me, that looks like curved totem poles. So I guess you wouldn't call them Native Americans, so Native Canadians, perhaps some people from the Eskimo or people from the Nunavut area, the Inuits perhaps, would be some of their traditions. This one's one of my favorite. For September, we have Wisdom. And so it shows an older man sitting down with a younger child, supposedly passing on knowledge with the sunrise in the background. In October, we have Creativity, and I would say that this is so creative that I didn't quite understand what is going on here. I see several people in a boat, and it looks like some kind of net is coming out of the boat and attaching to, I don't know if that's a tree, and I'm not really sure what's going on above the boat there. So whatever is creative there, I don't really understand it. November, we're celebrating freedom. Shows a couple of people there standing on a maple leaf. Looks like they're holding up their hands in victory and holding hands. Again, as a large sunrise appears to be in the background. And then for December, we have Community. And it looks like a lot of people surrounding the entire, like the shape of the earth with a bunch of flags. But in this case, if in the center of the circle in the center is the outline of Canada and the different provinces in it. And so there are different small symbols being held up all the way around it to show how their community works. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. I have another video that I called before I got either of these sets that was called the History or the Evolution of the Canadian Quarter. As an American, it's tough to get all these quarters unless you pay pretty outrageous prices on eBay for shipping. And there's just a lot of these to come up with, but I'll show you what I've got. And then, but these two sets that we have on the screen right now were not part of that. Those were later editions. And I've also got a video coming up soon on Canadian proof coins. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Bye.